Hello, thank you for taking some time to view this video. I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is twofold. One, to give you some tips and tricks you could use on your website to increase your online revenue, your traffic, your leads throughout the KC metro area and increase your business. And two is to compare your website to a local competitor's website in the business and see if those tips and tricks could outrank them, get you on the first page of Google on multiple areas in Kansas City. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. Whatever I talk about here, you could use on your own website. But if you want to talk about that or anything else, please feel free to reach out. My door is always open. But either way, if you leave a few lines of feedback on this actual video, that'll help me making these videos for local businesses. All right, so let's get started. So for content, you need anywhere on your homepage, anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 words, just depending on the competition and number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything that someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you can place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what you want your website to be found for. As you see here, you guys got a strong marketing department, do very well, very nice laid out website, and you're very visible in some of the areas in Kansas City, but you can expand out with all your service areas and just dominate the market with your local competitors in that area, and I'll show you that. So speaking of Kansas City, Kansas, I know that's the area you serve, and plumbing service is what you do. If I was a consumer, I might type this in. This is what comes up. Sometimes Google Ads comes up here. If you haven't invested in them, they're a good investment, but sometimes they're hit or miss. Consumers might skip over those. And then here's the map pack here. This is citations. I'll talk more about that in a minute. And then we call these organics right here. So we feel this is the most important with searchability with Google. So it's very important to be on the first page of any kind of service you provide and area you provide, to be right in front of the eyes of consumers. So as you scroll down, speaking of Kansas City, Kansas, you scroll down on the first page, you see you guys are not on the first page, I don't think, but you may be close. But you may have heard this saying, a great place to hide a dead body is on page 2 or 3 of Google. People just don't go there to search for extra services or products. So you want to be on that first page. So I'll compare your website to Lutz Plumbing. They're big in the area. You could do some things to outrank them to get on this first page and be on the top and start dominating that market in Kansas City. So speaking of content and comparing, this is a tool we use called Ahrefs, how we compare websites and do a deep dive in websites. This is your URL right here, and here's some of your numbers. So on your website, even though it's big, beautiful, a lot of content, you're only using 296 keywords. So I would definitely increase your keywords on your website, even though you have some good ones here. So definitely keep the ones you have, but think about all the services you use, everything you do, HVAC, plumbing services, and think about all the Kansas City metro area, Kansas City, Overland Park, Olathe. You can get very creative in increasing your keywords and increase your searchability on Google. So compare that to Lutz Plumbing here, big, nice website they have as well. And here's their numbers. So for them, they have over 4,000 keywords. So I'm not saying you have to get 4,000 keywords overnight, but if you increase your keywords, you get closer to their keywords, you start outranking them, again, that first page of Google, not only in Kansas City, but other areas as well. Next is backlinks. So let's go back to your numbers. So a backlink is anywhere where one website is linking to yours. So these act like an endorsement of your website from others, which Google uses that to build trust in your business, seeing others vouch for you. Also think of it as a popularity contest. Person with the most backlinks wins. Keep this in mind though, not all backlinks are created equal. It's important to have other HVAC services, plumbing services, sewer and drain services, websites linking back to you. It doesn't help if a restaurant or lawyer's office, doctor's office website is linking back to you. It just doesn't give you that searchability, that trustability with Google. So right now you're strong in your backlinks. You have over 2,000. That's a very strong backlink with 221 reference domains. So definitely keep that up. But compare that to Lutz. You're actually beating them in the backlinks. So good for you. And keep up with your backlinks. Even do more. They only have 671 with 155 reference domains. But what's giving them a lot of traffic? They have so many more keywords. So the goal is to get close to these numbers, increase that traffic to get closer to that 7,000 traffic mark. And you can do that with increasing your keywords and make your backlink strong as well. And then finally, there are citations. So in citations is anywhere where your business name, your number, and your address are shown exactly on your Google business profile. Citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses since this can generate huge amounts of revenue. Again, the goal is to be on the top 3, or sometimes there's 4 here, but want to be in the top 3 because much like the pages 2 or 3 of Google, people don't click this button for more businesses or more services or products. So the goal is to be right in front of the eyes of consumers. And to do that, you increase your citations with directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, BBB. There's hundreds of others you may have heard of as well. Also, social media accounts are great too. So the idea is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely it is you outrank them. So once your content, your backlinks, your citations, once they all come together, you start to outgrow your competitors. And here's what you might be looking at and why that's worth it. To be in the eyes of consumers here and also here. So not sure what your margins are, but I imagine that could generate some pretty decent revenue for you. Also, there's usually many more keywords you could use to generate more and more traffic and leads. So this is what I do. I create this for you to start generating even more leads online and grow throughout the KC metro area. So if you do find yourself wanting more to continue scaling as far as you want, feel free to reach out. I could help you out with that. I can give you more information. We could talk about your goals. I could do the research to find out exactly what could be realistic for your business and what it might take to reach those goals. Again, if you leave me a few lines of feedback, that helps me get better at making these videos. Again, I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Hopefully it was informative. Much luck in your business. Have a great day.